like and subscribe and watch the full video. And I am now reacting to waboo's 83 build hack.
Your geometry builds right now look horrible, but with the 83 grading tricks I'm about to give you, you'll be able to easily transform your build into something way better and impress everyone around you. From making a whole galaxy with just 2 objects, to making this cool chain out of letters. Literally. Let's start with trick number 1. If you place a filled circle object behind an orb, you can make the orb look a lot cooler.
First, don't do this. Orbs are objects which move and change things, but if you put like an orb, if you make the orb invisible and put your own and make your own orb, it would look hella cool. So please don't do this. Orbs are pulsing objects, and you can make them not pulse with the edit group
And give it a lot of different colors. Make sure it isn't too big though. This was just a simple trick. Just like the fact that when you enable don't fade and don't enter for all your objects, your level will look a million times better.
This depends on the style. I think modern styles deserve this, and not modern styles not a lot.
This is the before having these weird effects, and this is the after result with the stupid effect being gone. When you make a small piece of glow giant, you can still do a lot of things with it. One of these things is you being able to make this glow cover your entire level and putting blending on it with a bright color, making every single object have a nice looking gradient.
Bro, just use gradient trigger, man. Who the hell said you not gonna use gradient trigger? This bugs out in 999 levels I made.
Level will look so much better now. Hold up! Go to your options in the main menu and go all the way to this tab where you can see the option Enable Normal Music in Editor. This allows you
Bro, just use start position.
to listen to your level's music even when in practice mode, so you can easily see if your level syncs or not. These are 3 spikes, but instead of a boring triple spike, you can use something way cooler for your gameplay. Speed portals. Switch your spikes out for them. Once you hit one of these portals,
this dude says to make the level not a good one. This guy says if you hit these, you can't pass this. And if you want just make the level less legible, man. Make the, like, I hate this. What's this? You're literally making a not feature-worthy level. This is awful and terrible game.
portals make sure the next jumps aren't possible anymore, making the player need to avoid these portals at any cost. If you don't like this idea, you can also just make the current spikes way more spiky.
Who the hell would do this, man? Look, it's literally, you can still avoid them, and what the fuck is this meaning now?
Use a warp trigger to make them more thin, more pointy, and most important of all, way better. Backgrounds can
Bro, that's not better. That's the worst
be
thing.
changed to any color. But isn't it a little annoying that you can't see the result while changing it? Wait, you can! When you click on your editor settings, you can see this box with a blue background. Now just click on the plus next to the background button and you can adjust colors while seeing the background change. Flea is one of the best Jump Dash creators, and once added something in one of his levels that was insanely original. For chains, he used the Pusap font, the standard Jump Dash font. By placing different letters on top of each other, you're able to create a realistic looking chain. 9. A standard block.
It's pretty cool, but I don't use them. Make your own level. It
Looks ugly. So how about we make it way more beautiful? First, make it
Bro, you're using a different block first.
0.9 times the size of its usual form, and
those objects don't even match up. You're making just the objects tinier. It can still work, but what is about the other thing you can understand?
add balls in each corner like this. Now add some lines and you have a way
You can make that little line there, little line here, way more better.
cooler looking block you can use. With these tips you're finally starting to make a decent level. Good job. But why does it still look so boring and repetitive? Well, I know why. Because there isn't enough variation. You can make your level more interesting by adding small versions of your structure.
add more structures and it will be fine. If you add the small one next to the big one, and the big one next to the big one, and then small one and the big one, damn. I am not doing an essay about my level, but stop the hell. You can use these pretty much every time. I think it's a pretty good way. Add more variation
You're
as
inside
well,
your level.
except
And look, it's so much better now. Trick 11. To make an object have a shiny effect, put 2 of these objects on it.
Bro, why do you make it need a shiny effect? Already objects have a shiny
They are special
effect,
objects that only glow once they enter and leave the screen. But when adding it on another object, they can also be useful. If you place one of them on a block, copy it and turn it around, you can, without adding glow, get a cool effect when your object enters the screen. 2 tips in one. Fill a
Fade and don't enter, bro.
circle with black objects to make it look better. And not just that.
Use a goddamn circle and scale it up. And
You can make it rotate really slowly when typing this number into the
bro needs to know, like, edit special. Bro needs to know edit special. He sucks, man.
rotate trigger speed, together with the rotation lasting 15 seconds. This is the end result. Woo! Yes you, can make a good looking lamp in just 4 objects, like this creator did in his
Don't steal from others, man.
art piece.
And
By
it's
placing
not
2
even
objects that are
that
warped to the side against each other, then putting a circle and a chain inside it, you get a small lamp. This lamp was made by Galvatron, who also made the level speed tag. Inside the level, he very smartly used particles to create electrical wires throughout the whole level. 16. You can rotate unrotatable objects with warp. Just click.
No, don't do this. It would be the same thing. I tried this, but in 2.207 or 8, the version we are on, you can do it, but still the thing stays the same. It's like you put these, it's like going on that pattern. It's like going on the pattern like this at my mouse. Look at my mouse. It's going like that pattern if you do that, but you can rotate them like that in 2.2 and the version we are not at now, but it will still be trash, not that good.
Click on the warp trigger and rotate any object you want. Or what about making a flower out of 2 hearts and an arrow? It looks...
Bro, you use a different arrow now. You make it tinier. You make like the, you know, the X tinier of this arrow. And who the hell should do this?
actually kind of mid. So time to go up a tier where we talk about way better stuff. It's time to talk about some more original editor
Don't steal from Julia, motherfucker. Did you
hacks. Look, this block right now looks hella boring. But how about now?
It looks worse.
It looks so much better. Just
Bro, it's like the guy who says, bro, I made my block and look at it. It sucks, man. And he has another one and says, this is so much better, bro.
copy your block, place it 1 pixel to the right and down, and voila! You have a small 3D effect. But there is an even easier way to do this. Just add a glitch trigger, put all the values on 0.01, and now you have this blue and pink effect on all your objects for an amazing effect. Look at your objects right now. You most likely can only see a few of them at a time and need to scroll for a long time to reach your desired object you want to place in your level. But what if I told you there's an easy solution for this? Go to your settings and put the button
This is not a tip, this is something you need to already learn with the
row and button rows to the highest number possible. Now your editor looks like this and you can get to your object way more quickly. Let's check out Blee again and take a closer look to his latest level. If you look closely at his tree, you can see that it does not consist out of leaves, but clouds. Yes, you can make leaves with clouds and make them look way better than making your own custom leaves like I did. This door looks like it takes hundreds of objects, but in actuality, it only takes 4. Just make your entire screen black, add 2 white blocks and add some glow, and you're done. And if we scroll a little further into the level, I found this place where we can see a conveyor belt which looks like it's moving, but it is just an optical illusion. You can make an easy conveyor.
I used this in my older levels and my extreme
belt or ground effect with these objects that look like they are moving. Place a lot beside each other and you got an amazing looking ground already. 24. If you hate triggers like I do and still want to add a cool effect to your block, fear no more. When you choose a color for an object, it always gets assigned a number. Let's give our object color 1.
Bro, use color trigger, this is way better.
Click on copy color and put an ID of another color in there. Let's say color 2. Now go to color 2 and put the ID of color 1 in it. Boom! You now have a flickering object. Placing a regular portal down in your level just feels wrong. It lacks something. And I know what it is. A background. Make this small circle really big.
Yeah, that's a good tip. And add more variation to make it better.
Then make it black with an opacity of 50% and put it behind the portal. Like this, it just stands out a little more. Hooray! Wait, what? Why is this object moving with me? Oh yeah, it's my jump indicator. I made it turn red whenever I need to jump, so instead of placing tens of indicators throughout my entire level, I can just place down one and call it a day.
Bro, it sucks. Don't do this. Use the normal things. Normal jump indicators. That is too much effort. You need to make it pulse red anytime, and you need to follow command.
Heartbeat sound has a BPM of 100. But what if we added these BPMs in Geometry Dash? This mod adds BPM information.
There's also a BPM trigger modder, Dooker.
About every song in Geometry Dash, making you able to easily add pulses on the beat. These wave objects look cool, but there's a trick you can do with them. By making them blue and putting them below each other, you can, with a few objects on the sides, create a very
if you had a background, it would be super
simple
cool
waterfall. And this is not the only way to make a waterfall. By stretching this fire object, you can make an even simpler one of
fire to make water
around the same quality. Ideas for levels can be great, but they also can be horrendous. What if you make a level where people need to avoid obstacles that teleport you to an unescapable prison? Or even worse, a
Bro, don't do this. This is not even uploaded in April Fools, and you know what I mean, man. How the hell does this already literally the
place with a crash trigger? This will make the player try not to die even more than usual. Okay, that was a joke. Let's get serious again. You are able to change the brightness of your glow by making different versions of them.
Why do you do this? You can add glow on top of glow,
Add 10
man.
glow particles next to each other, for example. And make each one brighter than the previous one by adding one extra glow object. You can easily choose your brightness like this. Have you ever gotten annoyed that you couldn't find a good object for a structure of yours? You want to make a cool building, for example, but can't find the right shapes for it. Like, there are only squares and triangles you can find in the game. Well, this banger tip will save you by adding all these rock objects to your level. Wait, waboo, this will never fit in with the rest. I know. But if you make the base color, which is the first color that pops up here, invisible, you get these custom shapes that you can place anywhere in your level. I talked about jump indicators a while back, and an even better way to show these in your level is by using particles to create an animated effect for each
This is a super good tip. I would use
indicator with just one object. You can copy these values for this effect. 34. This right here is a structure. I'm not gonna lie, looks super boring. But if we add structures
I suck at structuring, so best tip
inside the structure, all of a sudden it looks way better. Do this especially if you have a big one. A quick editor.
He does this a lot and makes goddamn realistic.
Tip. Use Ctrl Z to rapidly undo your mistakes. If you swiped a lot of objects in the editor, you should do this. Okay. Time for 10 quick tricks. Ctrl Z isn't the only shortcut you can use. Use different buttons to move your object or rotate it. You can make blocks slippery by enabling the ice block function in the options at the group tab.
Don't use this in normal mode because it sucks.
Place one of these objects down in the editor and put tiny squares in them so they look like buildings. By warping two of these bushes to the right and to the left and combining them, you can create a more detailed cloud.
Bro, that's not a more detailed cloud, mother Dooker. Who the hell
If
named
you
you
go
that,
to the
man?
delete section and click on the bottom right button while having an object selected, you can from now on only delete that object, nothing else. The rest will stay intact when deleting stuff. Also with this feature, by enabling the select filter, you can select specific objects in one swipe. You can turn slopes into better looking spikes like this. Put animated objects to one frame so they become static and you can easily fit them into your level. Add random grass and bushes into your level to make it feel more alive. You
Cool, I use this
can
a
make a
lot.
custom ladder with a lava animation, which will also make it swing realistically.
Don't copy girly L, man.
Okay, time to rest. This is an orb, and this is a speed portal. Sometimes you want to combine these two by making the level speed up when you
Yeah, it sucks.
hit an orb, but it often looks messy. An easy fix is by adding black glow in front of the speed portal, but behind the orb, to make it stand out and easier to see. Right now, enable link controls in the editor options. This will add a weird chain button on the left of your screen, which is really useful. By selecting a structure and clicking on the chain, it now counts as one object and is a way to easily
Doesn't count as one object, it's just counting as one piece of thing which you can
select a specific portion of your level in one go. 48. The particle objects are back again. With two of the particles looking away from each other, you can make a story
What
night
is
background
this?
in a single minute. These are the settings you need to use for it. We are going a bit too quick, so let's change from all these difficult contraptions to something more simple. When you want to make your object look a little better, you often put glow behind it. But don't make the mistake of making the
add more glow then.
glow the exact
Who the
same
hell said
color.
you don't
Instead,
add
make
more
it a
glow?
slightly different darker color. You can see how
Dark is not always better, it will clash in the black
much better it
background.
looks. Trick 50. Turn on ignore damage to playtest your
Still know if
level
the
without
is
dying the
good.
entire time. Okay, wait guys, this is really stupid. Don't you always feel like your level looks a little bland, even after spending more than 10 hours on it, like it's missing something? Well, there is a solution. With the image mod, you can import any image you want in the game, from a stupid dog to
Don't use tracing, man. What the hell are you doing? You're tracing!
a beach. Just don't use it too much like I did here. Transitions are really hard to make, and if you don't do it well, people will hate your level. But there's an amazing way to make your transitions 10 times smoother in one go. If you place down a new portal, don't add any structures yet, only the portal. Now playtest the level until you reach this portal and check the green line. If it
Yeah,
looks
I
a bit
know
choppy,
this.
place the portal at a place where the green line
It's a
almost looks
pretty good
completely
tip. I
smooth
use
and
this
everything
a
will
lot.
flow so much better. To quickly place down
it's
objects, you can click the
actually
swipe
better.
button and just hold while you're spamming objects on the screen, but it can quickly become annoying to keep selecting this button whenever you
It's not annoying. Bro, do you think everything is gonna be
want to
annoying
do
for
this.
you?
However, with the option hold to swipe, you just need to hold to quickly place down objects and you only need to select this button
I am I'm like 10 minutes into this video and still this guy sucks.
once. Holy guacamole! Check this design out. This must have taken hundreds of objects. Let's select everything and see how many objects it actually consists out of. What? One? Yes. By placing a smoke effect down and extending it with a warp trigger, you can turn it into
I use this in one level.
a good looking cloud. 55. A simple way to check if your level looks good before uploading it is to turn the game mode to platformer for a bit. You can stand still and carefully inspect each object for mistakes. Just like
Still, this is the worst thing possible. Play your own level. Don't make it platformer because it already sucks. Because if you have the pulses, that's a problem. That's a problem. The pulses.
you can create an original perfect circle in the editor by typing a colon in the standard GD font. Put two of these symbols opposite to each other and keep rotating them one by one until it looks like a circle.
Who would use this? There are multiple columns, by the way, in this.
Boom.
Tiny.
Done. If your level has a lot of effects, there's an easy way for you to not have to change all triggers you use in the level the whole time whenever you make a new structure. You can just copy the structure and the triggers and click on the build helper.
Build helper is super cool. Please check it.
This will immediately change all groups to a value that hasn't been chosen yet and does all the annoying work for you. With the latest update, so many new things have been added, like moon objects. The moon can be used in a level as decoration, but for different ways too. If you extend it and make it small, it can work as a way to easily make cool art.
That cat wasn't made out of moons. Look, that cat wasn't made out of moons. I am saying you that. because when you put a moon, the color would be different, not the same color as you want.
Works like this kitty that has been made out of just moons. For a cool gameplay effect, you can make a red orb follow you, so every time you click, you do a giant jump. Or what about a simple water reflection you can make with this object right here? Place it on the water you made, make it a lighter color,
This is not a water reflection, this is a stupid
and you now have a very simple but amazing reflection. Whoa. This side looks scary. So let's make it 100 times more scary. Copy this side 5 times or more for this really
Man, look, you missed one. Vibrant missed one. Look, when I say Vibrant missed one, he actually missed
cool
one.
effect that makes
Look, sorry, but this is the same thing for orbs. Just move the objects and then add objects on the other way and copy them.
it very
like
dangerous.
that.
62. If the ship part in your level looks a little empty, add these arrows into the level that fill up the space really quickly if you put
You can use other arrows too, but that would be like an easy 1-star level or 2.
down a lot of them. I made my level way too hard, but I don't want to redo the entire thing. What should I do? Great question. What you can do is add a very sneaky secret way. Not one of the regular ones that are super easy to cheese, but a hidden one. The following secret way only works.
Bro, you just make your level platformer to make the secret way, and the secret way is gonna be
In platformer modes. Place a dash orb somewhere in the level and turn it slightly.
Not even hidden. You can't change this to classic mode and use the dash orb again. No, you need to just change it to platformer mode and make your level just work in that, making it literally work wrong. So you need to go to the intended route of the secret way, which is not even
Up
hidden.
and turn to the left. When the player hits it, it'll lead to a wall where you slowly go up, and at the top, you guessed it, is your portal to victory. Nobody will ever notice. You can use this fire animation right here to make grass. Make sure it's static first, and then just place it down somewhere in the level. I like it a lot better than the current grass objects. 65. A good way to choose the colors of your structure is to use this strategy. First, make sure the structure will have just one certain color. Now make each tint of color.
This is literally faking color theory. Color theory for nerds.
+6 hue and -8 brightness. The different tints look like this, and with these colors you can make some amazing block designs, which work for every single color. These colors and block designs I talked about might be too hard for you to make. So if you really struggle with it, start by making a huge object.
Bro is trying to literally say to you, make your level lag.
And decorate it from there. Once done, make it tinier with the warp button, and you now have a super detailed block that looks good. 2 tips about the soul. If your soul looks like this, you're doing something wrong. Try placing.
Let me go back.
Decorate it from there. Once done, make it tinier with the warp button, and you now have a super detailed block that looks good. 2
tips of the sub. Look, what the f is that sub? What the hell is that sub?
Tips about the soul. If your soul looks like this, you're doing something wrong. Try placing them in the ground with only a small piece.
You say don't make gameplay, man. How the hell?
Poking out and make them go really slow. It'll look way better. See? While on the soul tab, let's talk about something similar.
Why do you use rotate? Bro, what's that?
Do you know how I first told you about how you make a perfect circle with dots? Well, technically it's not a circle, because the bullets aren't...
What the fuck? Why the hell did you say it's not a circle now? And then why did you say it's a tip? And bro, tip 69, that was a joke.
Connected, and there's a much simpler way to make a circle anyways. Grab this object and rotate it so it looks like a circle, and that's it. If you're making a level with an insane amount of objects, stop.
That's cool, but if it still works on normal mode, just put 100 or 60 objects like I did.
Before ruining, and that's it. If you're making a level with an insane amount of objects, stop. Before ruining your life. Begin instead of the start from the end of the level.
How the hell can you make transitions, man? Bro says don't make
avoid lag when using a start position to test out parts of your level. It sounds weird, but it really makes a big difference. 71. For a cool effect, you can add a block on these pixel chains and make them drop down with a move trigger effect. Okay, time.
It's not with a moon. It's not with a move trigger, it's with a loop trigger.
Time for the final 12, guys. Almost done. My cube looks hella ugly. I'm sorry, QB boy, but you just don't look too good. But there is a solution for this. When using a bulge trigger, you can make it a ball. It still interacts like the cube, but just looks like a ball. Even
why do you need this? Why do you use
though
this?
it's not useful, I still felt like mentioning it.
Why do you felt mentioning it? This is build text. This is not
Bad luck. Did you know that you can recreate Raptopus' icon in Geometry Dash? With these two objects, you can make his icon and add him inside your level if it relates.
why is it cross-eyed? Use an object behind this to make it not make him not cross-eyed.
A super smart idea is the following trick. Create a black canvas out of these specific small objects and make sure every idea is the following trick. Create a black canvas out of these level if it relates to him. A super smart idea is the following trick. Create a black canvas out of these specific small objects and make sure everything is filled. Now go to the delete section and turn on the swipe mode. From here you can start carving out a nice background to use in your level, which can look really cool if you spend some effort.
30,000 objects for this. Don't do this. Still the things that before, like the first tip I think, or second or third, I don't know, this is showed and literally it has the same thing around with this.
Just 8 objects that are listed here from left to right. Put all of them on top of each other and you have this amazing looking orb.
I used this design in my level and I made like a
This laser beam can be remade in Geometry Dash. Any animated object works. Just extend it vertically and boom, you got yourself a beam. Our 30.
Why did you not show animations on? Because this doesn't work.
Design hack is using these blood splatter objects to create detailed leaves that you can put on blocks.
Ew, don't use this. You're literally saying us don't make a featured level every
or a custom made tree. And what's also cool is a rainbow effect you can make by adding a pulse trigger
copied, man.
With the U put all the way to the right and then adding a lot of these triggers in the editor next to each other to keep the effect going. Just don't use it on too many objects. You can upgrade this boring looking soul here in just one step. By adding 3 black boxes in it, like this, the soul looks so much more epic, which also gives you an optical illusion. The final design tip for today is you being able to create a cinematic effect by placing 2 black bars on the top and bottom of the screen and making them move with the player. The whole mechanism is explained in the description. Oh wait, we have one more tip left. Oh.
Why do you show it on the description? Because your video was too long for us? Yeah, tried. Please spend more time on this. You're a little over a month late to April Fools.
Oh yeah, the most important one. Writing subscribe to waboo in your level.
Don't write this and don't subscribe to waboo. I urge you to subscribe to my channel. It's better than Waboo. And bye, guys. Subscribe to me, and if I if I and if you're not subscribed to me, I'll go to your house and literally be hiding in your basement, you mother goddamn waboo. Okay, bye, guys. Bro, a master builder, not a master builder.